Next, let us discuss catch all exception. There are some situations in which we cannot predict which type of exception will be thrown, so there will be confusion to design catch statement, that which type of argument we should pass. So solution for that is catch all exception. Here is the syntax for that. We are supposed to write catch keyword, then we are not mentioning any type of argument over here. Instead of that, we are supposed to write 3 consecutive dots, and we will write exception handling code over here. Let us see with the example. Here I am having same test class with argument x. If it is 0, we are going to throw integer exception. If it is -1, we are going to throw character exception. If it is 1, we are going to throw double. In our previous example, we have designed 3 catch blocks for individual throw statements with integer, character and double type. So we will write only single catch block with no argument, only just 3 consecutive dots, and we are supposed to write exception handling code over here. Right now we are just displaying a message. So inside main, if I call -1, it will throw some character exception that will be caught by this block and display quote and exception. If I pass 0, it will throw integer exception and will be caught by the same block and it will display us quote and exception. If I pass 1, it will throw some double exception and it will quote by the same catch block and it will display quote and exception message. So in the case in which you are not sure which type of exception you are going to handle in your catch block or data type is not defined, then you can use catch all exception that will handle all type of exception. Let us execute the same code in editor. Here I am calling test function with argument -1, 0 and 1. It will throw integer, some character and some double value, and all will be caught by single catch statement over here. Let us execute quote and exception, quote and exception, quote and exception. Now let us modify this code a little bit. I am writing try block over here and writing these statements inside try. I am removing try from here and I am writing catch block inside main. So whenever test will be called, it will jump to the function definition. It will throw integer exception. It will quote over here. Then again, it will not go for this function call. Let us execute this code. Here you can observe that quote and exception message is displayed once only because we have called test with argument -1. Here it has thrown some character exception and is quote over here. Once control move to this catch block, we cannot move again to this function call. That's why we have written this try and catch inside function definition to handle all kind of throw exception. Next, let us discuss rethrowing exception. An exception is thrown from the catch block is known as rethrowing exception. Generally, we have seen that we have written throw statement inside try block only. If you write throw statement in catch block, then it will be called rethrowing exception. So if you are writing throw statement in your catch block, then no need to pass any argument and you need to write separate catch block to catch rethrown exception. Let us see the example for that. Here I am having divide function with 2 arguments of type double. I am checking if y value will be 0, then we will throw y as exception, else we are going to perform division operation. Let us write catch block for that. Here I am having catch with argument type double and I am displaying some message exception inside function. After displaying this message, we have written throw statement over here. You can observe that we have not written any argument over here. Here throw having argument y of type double. But if you are supposed to write throw statement inside catch block, no need of any argument. So inside main, I have written another try block. Inside that I am calling function divide with argument 10.5 and 2.0. When function is called, it will check value of y. Right now it is not 0, so it will perform division operation. It will display us appropriate output. But if I call same function with y value as 0, it will throw y as exception. Control will come to catch block. It will display exception inside function. And next statement is throw. This throw statement will throw the exception to function call, and for that we need to write catch block over here that will handle the exception. For that I am writing exception inside the main function. Let us execute this code in editor. Here I am having same divide function throwing double value. Here whenever first time divide function is called, it will display output 5.25, but with argument 0 as y, it will throw some double exception, so it will display exception inside function. Inside catch block we are rethrowing exception by writing throw statement without any argument. So control will move to the try block over here, and another catch block will handle the rethrown exception over here. So it will display exception inside the main function. So this is the way how multiple catch and rethrown exception works. Thank you.